I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
Cat and mouse vipers. Giant child-snatching vipers are terrorizing New Orleans, pulling children from their homes in the middle of the night. In their eagerness to take on human trafficking in the city, cat and mouse find themselves in the thick of it. Crime, action, drama with a smattering of superheroics. Now, like Roland Mann said, our head honcho here at Silverline, go do some backing, and we appreciate your support.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Oh, that one's real. I like the music in that one. And speaking of that one, our co-host for today is responsible for that one.
What's going on, Pops?
What's up, Christian? I'm gonna bring in our guest real quick because we got Mad Overlord up in here. I'm gonna bring him up in here real quick, and then I'm gonna ask you guys to.
Hey ho, everyone!
I'm gonna ask you guys to introduce yourselves real quick while I take the dogs out. It's that time.
Can you hear me?
It's that time. Who's taking the dogs out? I guess Grandpa is.
I can hear you, Mad. What do you want? Mad, Overlord, MO, Moji?
I'll be right back, guys.
As I did.
What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? You there? All right, everybody. So what I'm drawing here today is a picture, and it's going to have some drawing in it, and yeah, had a late night drawing. That's pretty much it. Who's in the chat? Let me check this out. The Meg TV. Well, hello to Meg TV. We got 10 people watching. Like, share, subscribe, do all the cool stuff. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell the mailman. You know, let them know. If you don't know, you better tell somebody. So the coffee's just starting to kick in, people. So bear with me. So what you see me drawing here today is going to be a new group. It's a cover concept for a group team that I have. 20-year-old superheroes, but takes place in the 90s. Levi, what's going on, Levi? Levi Strauss up in the house. But yeah, so it's going to have take place in the 90s, which I remember when that was current. Now I'm sad. But yeah, so I'm trying to remember what some of the styles were. You're going to have your gym head woman over here. You're going to have your kind of like hoodlum punk character in the front. And this is going to be the little nerdy guy that's lucky enough to hang out with them, sipping on his latte before it was cool to do that. Now it's past cool to do that, right? I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. What I'm really working on is trying to get some people up in here drawing some pictures. Draw some pictures. Good Lord.
Yeah, we sent the link out. We put the link in the chat. There's not much more we can do than that.
What's the dogs doing? They all walked and stuff?
Say what?
All the dogs have been. Is my mic working?
Yeah, I heard. I tried to read something at the same time you were talking. It's like my mind is only on one track right now.
Well, if anybody was wondering, Levi Skeen's in the chat and he's drinking a Snapple, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Or the dogs are drinking a Snapple, maybe. Somebody's drinking a damn Snapple. I don't know who it is.
I didn't get no Snapple. I didn't. I used to drink it all the time.
I did too. I you know what? Oddly enough, I never liked apple juice. I was never an apple juice fan, but the Snapple apple is delicious. It's probably the worst thing for you.
It is. It's wonderful. I love it. Oh, look.
I'm drawing some. I'm debuting some new characters here. This is in case you missed it. This is a potential cover for an upcoming story that I'm gonna be doing. It's my my take on like X-Men type group, and but it takes place in the '90s. So I'm trying to remember '90s styles so that I can get it accurate.
I got a whole bunch of '90s comics.
I actually have a lot of photos of people from the '90s because that's when I was in art school.
You, I mean, you know, that was the beginning of the end of the comic industry.
It was the biggest boom it had seen to date at that point, but it also no one knew how to deal with it, and they overloaded the market and killed themselves.
And they let speculators decide what was going to be worth money someday.
Yeah, that was you know what it was. They were so really, and I don't blame them. They were so desperate to have comics accepted in the mainstream because they never were, and they latched on to anything that would bring them there. And speculators were one of them. You know, making the value of books collectible and all that stuff. They loved it, and then it just went to hell.
Yeah, Glenn, we invite anybody to come draw. Sometimes people that actually use utensils draw. It's true. It's true.
That's all I use. I only use digital to enhance. Everything original this way. Mad Overlord's ringing. Fries are done.
But yes, Glenn, you know what's up, man. You know what's up. We get
Glenn, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging the fact that I know how to use a pencil. I appreciate it.
A good portion of our guests come out here and draw with pencils and stuff. It's like, you know, the thing is that I don't tell you you can't come out unless you're using pencils or stuff, Glenn. And if I did that, what kind of a dick would I be? You know, it's like a Drawstream. It's not a draw with pencils only stream. That would sound too much like Pencils Down, and you know how that turned out. Let's not tell people what to do with their pencils.
That's what I'm saying.
Mad Overlord, I can hear you. Or I mean, you. I haven't heard you say anything since I've been here. So, is your mic working?
He is he unmuted now? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear him saying anything.
I don't know. It made some weird noise, and then that was it.
That was him?
Yeah, that was. It made some weird bell noise, and then.
Yeah. I heard that.
And he was gone. So, Pops, how was this? How was this convention you went to?
Oh, didn't you see none of my videos?
I saw the photos. I saw the photo of you and baby Deadpool.
Oh, that was from a couple of years ago. Now we got some stuff to show you. Check this out. This is me playing Ninja yesterday.
We're just gonna do it.
Oh, God.
I wonder what you're smiling about.
I have fun when I go to cons, bro.
Yeah. Almost gave the poor man a heart attack.
I said, "What's up?" He said, "My blood pressure now."
Nice.
But yeah, man. Got to talk to this guy.
Hi, this is Eddie Deason. Listen to the Madness Group, the greatest podcast on radio. I love the podcast. The Madness Group is my favorite show. I listen to it all the time. This is Eddie Deason saying hi on behalf of the Madness Group.
Now check it out. Eddie knows that we're not radio.
He's funny.
He goes, "I'll do it, but I'm going to say what I want." I say, "You go for it, bro."
The Madness, the best show on HBO.
It was awesome. He totally clowned it. It was hilarious, man. What's up, man? Overlord? Can we hear you now?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Excellent. I can hear you. I need to remember whenever I use my microphone, I don't need to change the settings on the laptop. I need to change it in
StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard. Whatever. Somebody knows what I'm trying to talk about. I sure don't.
See, Glenn likes to sit over there and talk shit in the chat, but he don't never get set up to come out here and draw with you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying, Glenn?
You got to lubricate those rapidiographs after being dormant for so long. Jump on.
It's time to get you a camera set up over your shoulder. Get your phone set up with a little arm thingy. Come out here and show the kids how it's supposed to be done. Sometimes you have to lead by example.
I like the fact that the guy's a southpaw. Yeah, left-handed people. Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Wow, I also am left-handed for the most part.
We're the only people in our right minds.
That's true. Oh, you left-handed too, huh? Good.
Yep.
I'm
of course.
ambidextrous in a weird way.
Need more.
I'm ambidextrous in a very weird way. I do some things right-handed and some things left-handed. Writing, shooting pool, my fighting stance, stuff like that's all left-handed.
I
and
don't.
Bat and golf and throw, right-handed. You figure it out, because I don't know why it's that way.
I can't do jack with my right hand.
Yeah.
Well, I can throw darts with both hands equally well. That pisses people off.
I suppose I cut things with my right hand because trying to find a left-handed scissors is pretty impossible. But everything else is left-handed.
No, I switch things and make it look awkward.
Have you ever found like a left-handed scissors? I've never seen them.
I've found them. Yeah, they exist.
Yes, there is such
really?
a thing. There is such a thing. Yeah.
I've never had anyone around me buy them, so I always have to use right-handed scissors. But
yeah,
they do exist.
Okay. Yeah, same here because I haven't even seen one. Oh, go ahead.
There you go, Glenn. And I expect I'll see a lot more of you when you get that. I hope so. Because look, man, Glenn draws awesome, guys. He does all hand lettering, everything hand, like the big booms and stuff are all done by hand. There ain't nothing there that he doesn't use a pen on.
Nice.
Or pencil or whatever. He's like, he actually does the work, all the work. And it's like, man, yeah.
That's pretty slick that you have the YouTube channel chat, like leading, like this.
There you go, Glenn. You said I'm left-handed ambidextrous, along with all the greats: McCartney, Leonardo da Vinci, Pops, and God. Don't know if I'd be considered a great quite yet. You know what I mean? I have fun. I love doing this, but until until everybody's banging on the door, I ain't a great. It's like,
yeah. Once I make enough money that I'm like Elon Musk like washes my car, I don't consider myself great.
Dude, I could get Elon to wash my car if I met him.
How?
I'd ask.
Okay.
Hey, Elon. I'd say, hey, Elon, I need to wash my car. You want to help me out? And he'll be like, well, why don't we drive through one of them things? I'll say, them things are shit. I wash my car for real. You want to help me?
I know.
He'd say, yeah. He'd say, all right. I know he would, just because I know that his history has never been a person who's lazy. You know? I mean, everything you see about dude's always been a go-getter.
That's true.
You know? He would, I don't think he'd look at it as I was asking him to slave for me. I'd be like, hey, man, I'm about to wash my car. I love talking to you. You can hang out here and we'll talk, or you can help me.
There you go.
And we'll get done sooner, and then we can go get a beer.
Invite him into chat.
You know? That's funny, too.
Say like, hey, Elon, we talk about tons of cool stuff.
Glenn. Some people I know would give their right arm to be ambidextrous.
Dun 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 dun.
That's some funny shit. Come on, you know it. You know this.
Okay.
So I figure we're just about near Stu's done with dinner time. And he'll be popping in here pretty soon. Actually,
yeah.
You know, yeah, it's ready. You know, it's like 6 o'clock there or something. So.
Okay.
How's Addie doing?
I saw her. She was on that show with Dustin on Monday night. The joys of drawing. The joys of drawing. Did you know? Did you know? And it's funny because, look, Roland introduced me to Dustin and those guys at the Geek Men, right?
Right.
Now they're doing 2-3 shows on the network. And then Roland introduced me to Addie. Roland's like, hey, do you know her? She needs to be, you need to get her on here. You need to get her a show, right? And I didn't, of course, she's pregnant. We can't give her, we can't expect her to be available for a weekly show.
No, yeah.
So Dustin went right past that and went, well, I'll set up a show and sometimes she'll be there and sometimes she won't.
Right.
It's like he's got something else to do. He'll do interviews and stuff when she's not there. And when she's there, they'll draw and do their thing, right? So adaption is really the main thing with this whole Indie Nation networking and everything, and Diamond and this and that and everything. It's always adaption. What happened doesn't matter. What you do next does.
There you go.
Do you got a plan? Same with us, right? Nobody foresaw what happened with Levi, that he was gonna take a break. Nobody was ready for that. We adapted. I did my best to make sure we still keep the shows that Levi started going.
Right.
I don't want the shows to die, and he might want to come back.
No, and they're good. You know what I'm saying? Like they're good shows. It's rough. I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people, you gotta pay the bills. So you got your day job, your full-time job, and then you're doing as much as you can to get your own thing out and work your schedule to fit everything in, and it's rough sometimes.
Hell yeah, it is. I know.
Yeah, I just show up to listen to you guys, and then I work in the background so I can pay the bills.
Good.
So talk away while I get some work done.
Well, now, do we get to see any of the work you're doing?
I'm not drawing. I'm writing. I'm working on a new book.
He's writing. Okay. Yeah. Is it really easy to write when you're listening to other people talk about stuff that's unrelated to what you're writing about?
I can do it. Like every once in a while, I'll have to I'll mute you. I shouldn't tell my secrets, but if there's like a scene that I'm really struggling with, I'll mute you guys and write it and then unmute you guys.
Right. Okay.
See, I'll never get invited back to these now. Oh, beautiful.
Just so if he doesn't answer you, you know what just happened.
Exactly. President Trump.
If you take anything from us and incorporate it, that we get consultation credits.
Oh gosh, no.
I'm kidding. I don't care about that shit. No.
The answer is 42.
Yes, it is, and always will be.
Yep. Nah, I'm working on a sequel to a choose your own game book. So I guarantee that nothing you guys say is even remotely relevant to what I'm working on.
I'm proofreading an RPG game book right now.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you remember the old Fighting Fantasy books.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is, except for my first one was about 500 pages, and this one's probably going to be about 600-700 pages.
Well,
So
I already proofread the core rule book for this gaming series, but I don't know if you see me talking about Slaughterville all the time or not. But this is it's a side story, an extra story for the main game.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the only one that I hadn't proofread because we hadn't played it yet.
Okay.
And we just got done playing it, so now I got to go to work.
Okay.
I got to proofread it before it gets printed for mass distribution, right? If you're not familiar with Slaughterville, we play live here on the network every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. The characters from the Killer Karen show, Karen and Dante, that's where they originated, in Slaughterville, playing that game. That's where they came from. And now they host a show on the network.
I've never heard of it, sadly. Sorry.
You've
But
never
don't
heard of
ask Pops
Slaughterville.
about it because he doesn't like talking about it.
You never heard of Slaughterville. Slaughterville is not just a role-playing game. It's a tabletop game.
Sounds like a zombie game.
There's 2 novels in print and 2 graphic novels in print. Like I said, we play it every week. It's fucking good, man. What's it called? I think it's based on what's it called, 01 engine.
Oh yeah.
The game's based on that with tweaks, right? But dude, it plays well as a role-playing game. It plays really good as a tabletop. You'll never play the same game twice. I don't care if you use the same characters, the same location, the same villain. The game will never be the same twice because it's all based on the roll of the dice.
Well, yeah, that's any tabletop game. I don't know if you remember, not last week because I wasn't here, but the week before. I mean, I was working on actual video games. One of the things, once I do finish this book, I'm going to probably start my own video game company and make video games based on some of the stuff that I write.
That's the whole thing. It's he's laid enough lore and background across so many different mediums that a video game and live action type stuff is all that's left.
No, because my game world has been around since I was a kid, so 1986. I've been writing stuff in this world.
Nice.
I can't draw, so there's no graphic novels because I can't draw a stick figure to save my life. But
yeah, you said you're making a video game, right?
Once I finish this,
I
finish this right now in this game book, but I am looking at game engines right now. The other day, I was looking at the Godot game engine. I've been tinkering around with that a little bit.
So that's something you would do yourself, though. You're going to actually make the game yourself.
Yeah, cool. That's the way to do it now because publishers just treat people like garbage. So,
Mr. O'Reilly,
what's up?
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
what's up?
What up, Jim?
Not much. How's everybody doing?
Oh, can barely hear you. What's up? Let me turn up your mic.
Is my mic off?
No, it's not off. I can hear you, just barely.
Barely, yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Barely. Either you're way too far away or you got it turned all the way down or something.
How's that? Any better?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Weird.
Jim, where'd you go?
Oh, sorry.
There you are.
That was better. There you
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
better.
All right.
How's it
How about now?
Yep.
Perfect.
Good. It's beautiful out. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is getting into a weird area.
My buddy's car overheated on the freeway on his way home yesterday. Or Friday, I mean. He said, yeah, it's 102 out. And I'm on the freeway on the side of the road. My overheated car. I miss Phoenix, bro.
I wouldn't.
Oh, now he just cut out.
Yep, we lost you.
Can you still hear us?
He's gone.
I'm going.
Fix your mic, bro.
How's that?
That's Chuck.
Test.
There you go. Hello.
Speak
Short.
to me like you know me.
How we doing now? All right.
There you go. Okay, that's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a question from the chat. I don't draw. This is for you guys.
What to say? Have you ever drawn different people walking around on Old Time Harbor? No.
Very short to the point.
Don't even know what Old Time Harbor is.
And Old Time Harbor would be like, late, let's say 1800s, Chesapeake Bay.
Oh, the way they worded that, I thought it was an actual place called Old Time Harbor.
No, I don't think so. I've never heard of Old Time Harbor. I just thought she was talking about an old time.
I have not drawn something like that yet, but I do have characters that it might call for that to be a situation.
Has anybody ever drawn any kind of ships or anything like that?
I've drawn regular boats, but no old time ships with sails and all that stuff. I've drawn portions of it, like a person standing on the deck of one, where I don't have to draw the whole boat.
Right.
You draw all the ropes,
the railing behind them. And
stuff.
But
nothing full on. I don't think I personally have the patience to do that, and if I do it, it's not happening more than once.
What about you, Jim?
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no.
I mean, I've drawn like Zaff said, I've drawn somebody on a deck of a ship, but not like a whole ship. I haven't had to do that. So, spaceship.
Yes, spaceships.
Yeah.
The thing with something that detailed, especially when you're talking about people drawing comics, is that we might do it once and then we'll find a way to fudge it the rest of the time where you know you're on a boat and you know the boat is the backdrop, but it's going to be minimalistic.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You guys got your tricks for set design. Basically, just like if you're filming it, you're not going to build the whole boat. You're going to build a set where the captain's at. And the quarters, down below. And it's like you're not going to build the whole freaking boat.
There's enough comic creators in therapy already. We don't need to up the ante.
Establishing shots are a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Okay, she's doing a crime romance poster called Criminal on Board about someone that takes someone hostage and they fall in love, and then the car is flying off the hill in the poster and two cops shoot at them.
That's a lot of
someone else who's in that car is hanging off from the cliff below.
That's great, though. You don't have to draw one boat in what you just wrote.
Yeah, I don't see anything about a boat or a harbor there at all.
Put a bunch of speed lines on the car to dumb down the detail.
The car goes crashing into the boat.
Yeah.
There you go.
So really all you have to draw is debris.
This is the other one. She said it's Barnacle. It's a comedy drama set at an old time harbor. So just think, late 1700s era, any harbor, the Boston Tea Party. You've seen the pictures in the harbor where the guys are throwing the tea, into the harbor, right? The drawings that people have done of that. So you just take like an old harbor like that and draw some people standing around.
Get yourself some digital assets. Joking, all jokes.
I'm just saying, it's like there's already been enough reference drawings of old time harbor settings that if you just type that into Google, you should get plenty of image reference.
You can pull yourself an actual image of a boat you want to use for that and then you look at it and simplify.
I think it's
it.
the boat, Zaff. I think she's talking about the people walking around on the dock.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. You could use the same. It's the same as drawing people walking on a city street, people walking in the desert. People, you're just changing the background, really.
Yeah.
But if you were talking about drawing the boats there in the harbor and that being a chore, yeah, it is. So get yourself a bunch of boat reference and figure out how you can minimalize the work in that, but still make it look like a ship.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I would look for those Boston Tea Party images.
Right.
I'd be like, yeah, let's get the guys throwing stuff off the boat.
Well, if you just look up any boating town, you're going to see the harbor and you're going to see the ships and Yeah. Any port. You just date it right, late 1700s, whatever. So you get that old port
where you got lanterns instead of street lights, shit like that, right? As long as you date it, it'll look good.
You can add a search for like Buccaneers or Pirates because that's the perfect time period. I'm sure with that find some great images.
Yeah. Jim could just have you out on his ship. He still has one from when he was a young kid.
The Perfect Storm.
He was the little kid back at the bar.
Look up the movie The Perfect Storm.
Yeah. We vacation there frequently on like long weekends where that movie took place.
In Gloucester.
Yep.
Wait, you get vacation time?
Yeah.
No, I make vacation time.
Oh.
Where was that? Where was that movie filmed?
Gloucester, Mass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The bar is actually still there. Still gets a crowd.
That's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those poor guys.
I lived out in Boston a couple of years. I was in like Ipswich for about 6 months, but then I moved down to Braintree.
Oh, you were in Ipswich?
Ipswich is a nice town.
Yeah.
There's no point to that story, but I just
No.
that's my Massachusetts story.
Jim, you like my styling 90s chick?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're very kind.
Nice hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a cool drawing, sir.
The movie Cool World is I. I can't give it more than it was I. Some interesting shows coming up on the network this week, guys. Monday, we'll be talking to the founder of Panelfly, which is it's a startup, but what dude's trying to do is put indies in retail stores. That's the bottom line of it.
That's cool.
And, he's got a website. You can go look at it. We'll be talking with him tomorrow night on Monday Madness about helping people get their comics, in the store. The publishers sign up at the website, the retailers sign up at the website, the retailers can find the books they want to put in their stores, etc. So, we're going to talk to Dude tomorrow, find out what he's all about and whether or not this is feasible for indie comic creators to take advantage of. Because you know me, way back in the beginning, that was what my focus was putting indie comics in retail stores.
That's a great idea.
Well, I mean, it's been a long haul. I mean, people were just starting to get their indie comics into Diamond, but even then, if the
that's how I got into comics.
Look,
when my mom used to go to like the drugstore.
Hold up. I know some store owners, and I asked them point blank, "Do you look at every page of the Diamond catalog?" And they said, "No, I don't have time to do that." So if you don't tell your fans, hey, go into your local comic store and tell them my comic book is on page 283 of the Diamond book and I want you to order one, they don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Back in the day, I'm guessing like most of us have like gotten the comics. We went to the drugstore with our parents and they used to have that comic rack.
Yeah, but that ain't now.
It's not.
If you want to get your indie comic into a retail store, the fans have to go in there and tell them this is where you can get it. We want it. There has to be a demand for it, or the indie comic store is not, or the local comic store is not going to buy it if there's no demand for it.
It's not.
Okay, so they don't know your comic exists. They're not looking at every page of the Diamond book, which really doesn't even matter anymore. They need a website that they can just look at and go, okay, that looks cool. Okay, that looks cool, and it has demand. People buy it. I'll get some of those for my store. You see what I'm saying? They'll be able to pick and choose through a website that's designed for that. It's not, here's your Diamond catalog. Hope you don't ignore everybody in the back of it. You see what I'm saying? Which is basically kind of what happens.
Yeah.
You know, they ignore the people in the back of that book unless there's a demand for those books. And you have to create demand.
I listened to Ask Chuck Dixon, and he was talking about that if the Superman movie doesn't do well, that he thinks that basically like DC is just going to go belly up the entire thing. And it makes me wonder, like, where are people going to get comics now? You know, or is that a good thing for like indie comics? If DC goes belly up, maybe people will try out indie comics. I'm just talking out of my ass, but
I haven't bought a DC book in
neither have I, because it's like
15 years.
Ever since Batman cried in that one issue, because like
they're not marketing their books to me.
Yeah.
They're not marketing their movies to me.
Yeah,
they don't care about me. Okay, they're trying to appeal to a younger market that doesn't really care.
Yeah.
The only people that care about comics are us and the people we influence, right?
Yeah.
The comics has always been the black sheep of the arts. It's always been the fucking redheaded stepchild that nobody wants to admit is legit. You know?
Well, if DC ever goes belly up, they can all just go right there and grab some Unbound Fury.
Write some new stories. Look, the problem is those people at DC, those writers and artists at DC probably would have a really hard time trying to sell a book on their own because they don't know anything about it. They've always had Big Brother doing all the marketing. They don't know nothing about selling a book. You guys have all had to learn how to market your product. Some of you are really good at it. Some of you need work, but you get it. You have to put that hat on and be your own promoter. Those guys at DC and Marvel that are sitting in the bullpen, they don't have to do that. They don't have to promote nothing. They don't know nothing about the world you guys live in. They come over, they get, DC goes belly up. You're going to see a whole bunch of people complaining about not having work.
Well, they're really good at ruining something that took other people 50 years to make.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
So they do have a talent.
All you'll have is a bunch of people complaining about no jobs in the industry. Well, you guys fucked up all the jobs in the industry. You know, now you have to build your own. There ain't no jobs in the industry anymore, really. I mean, it's pretty a pretty gate kept. All them bullpens are pretty gate kept now. Pretty you know.
They all want to know who you're voting for before they hire you.
There's a lot of people they ain't letting into the game anymore. You know. And they're good. People, you know, they've kicked a lot of people to the curb that were damn awesome at what they did.
Nowadays, they're like, "Do you own a Tesla?" Yeah, I'm sorry, we're full.
See, even the dogs are getting pissed off.
But another thing is, I'm gonna go there is being a straight white male. Like I work in the games industry, and being a straight white male is basically a big sign on your head that says "Don't hire me."
Well, how dare you in today's day and age be a straight white male? What were you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. I must have fell and hit my head on something, but yeah, it's crazy.
I'll tell you straight up, there's not a ton of things I've done in my life that I'm proud of, but I'm proud of everything about who I am.
Yeah,
includes being a straight white.
I think I'm happy with it. So.
There's some things I've done I ain't proud of, but I'm real proud of who I am. I like this guy. I'm gonna keep being this guy. So cope.
But yeah, I know some people that actually pretended to be like Native American and stuff just to land a job in the games industry these days.
Oh, look, Stacy, don't be giving up ideas like that.
Weston, would you like to see an anime movie
out there like that? Somebody's going to be stealing that and doing it, and you're going to be sitting there going,
yeah, you need to copyright that
right now, or get some people working on it right now.
Because I already drew it in my head, so you better hurry up.
You hear what I'm saying? That don't always look. You want to send me messages and have me help connect you to people that do stuff like this and can make stuff like that happen. You let me know. But man, do not give your ideas up to everybody else. We got somebody backstage. I got to play an intro.
Welcome back, Q. It's a pleasure to see you again, my old friend.
Stand up for your right. Yeah. Don't give up the fight.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
And under the bed I am. What? What's up, y'all?
Mr. Q.
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
Q? I'm good.
Q, what's
good.
Up? Man,
just finished my dinner.
See, I told you guys, he'll be here in a minute. He's eating dinner.
She-Hulk looking good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That turned out really well.
Thank you. It's almost finished. So just a little bit of a coloring here, a little bit of an inking there. So
what is that coming off your desk that you're holding right now? What is that? Is that your camera?
What's that? Yeah, that's my camera holder. Hold on. Let me do this. Boop. There you go.
Now I can't hear anybody.
You hear me?
Can't hear anybody. That's your phone.
Can you hear me now?
We didn't do nothing. We can still talk.
Jim, when are we going to see some of your art again?
Never.
Oh, okay. Thank God. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I know.
Wanted to see if we were safe.
Jim, I met this lady last night that throws her own pottery and stuff. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you this. Check this out. If I can find the right one. If I can find the right one. Oh, I have to load it. It's not here. Hold on.
Jim, I really just asked because I want people to, look at my art and not yours all day.
No, I understand.
Like that would happen.
I just want to throw myself off a bridge when you come on.
No, stop it.
No, I'm too.
Wait, what's Pop showing?
I'm getting.
I don't see anything.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I'm loading it. So I went to Grand Rapids Comic Con yesterday.
Yeah.
And had a bunch of fun. Right.
Good.
But I met some new people, and
Awesome.
one of them was a lady named Carrie, and she has a little business called Magical Menagerie.
Okay.
And she makes like wizard wands for Harry Potter stuff and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But she also does her own throne pottery, coffee cups and shit.
Cool.
So, yeah, let me get this thing loaded and then I'll show it to you. We'll try to get her out on a show and let her show off some of her stuff. Because, you know, that's what we do. We get people seeing.
So she throws pottery around?
Yeah, you want.
That's not it. Come on, look at that video, man.
Get hit with a jar.
Yeah.
A mug.
Sounds dangerous.
You cheated on me for banging again.
Yes,
I didn't do anything.
At the end of her booth, she has like a T-shirt rack that says "I survived." You know.
All of them have that. Where is it? I got too many videos here. That's all.
Yeah, so I just finished up SpongeBob. It's great. 25th anniversary cards. Sent those off. Yeah. Sent those off in the mail.
Do you have any cards that you're doing currently that you can show or not?
No, I can't show them until after the release dates. Yeah.
You were doing SpongeBob too, weren't you?
Yeah, I just finished that up. So I just finished that up.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay. Mailed those out. So that's done. I got, I think, 40 done for, no, 31 done for that set. And I still have a Star Wars set and a baseball set to do for them.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I got asked to submit a sample of Disney Pixar characters. Like they gave us a list to choose from and you could do 4. And they wanted 4 separate submissions, but I was like stuck in a hotel room with like 3 pens and an eraser. So I did a collage of the 4, and they really liked that. So I might be getting some Pixar stuff.
Oh, nice.
All right, so I got this video. Check this out, Jim. Check this out.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, Pops Van Zandt. You know what we're doing. We're at Kalamazoo Comic-Con. I'm here with Carrie from the Magical Menagerie, and she's got it all, yo. She's got it all. She's up here.
How's it going? So I make over 100 different styles of wands. I can do custom wand work as well. Been making wands for about 10 years now. Huge Harry Potter fan, Wizarding World fan as well. I throw ceramics, think witches, wizards, you know, all that kind of metaphysical stuff. But yeah, I've been doing this, like I said, for about 10 years now, and love coming out to the Comic-Con, meeting new people, seeing all the creativity and the costumes and everything is just so much fun. But connecting with the witches and the wizards has definitely been the best part about this weekend so far.
All you Slytherins, you know, all you Gryffindors, come on down here. This is where you get your wands. This is where you get your stuff. This is where it's happening, right? Great to meet you.
Thank you so much, Pops. Yeah, come out and enjoy the magic.
Yeah, y'all come on down here and check this out.
Awesome.
Yeah, she was cool, man. Really cool. Like I said, I met some new people this time. There were some new faces at Grand Rapids Comic-Con. It was cool.
Listen, you got to watch yourself, Pops, because she looked at you when she said she throws pottery.
I know. Yes, this is what I do. I love doing this, Stacy. This, you know, and like I said, you said something about how huge your movie collection is. I want to interview you about that. You know, I mean, we got. Well, maybe not necessarily me, but the guys at ADHD Theater, you know, the Geekman guys, they probably want to interview you. The movie shows, you know what I mean? It's like this stuff. I just want to put the guests on the proper shows. Okay, so somebody like her, like Carrie, I would put her, I would introduce her to the people at the Indie CD Creative Show and see if she want to go out and hang out with those guys, because they just go out there and craft every Wednesday night, right? So that's kind of, that's kind of stuff we do. We're trying to help everybody. It's not just comic people. It's, I'm trying to help people make money in what was a shitty economy and hopefully won't be for long. That's kind of the story of the whole thing. We're trying to help people make money during a shitty economy. And I understand that people in indie comics, that you guys don't have huge marketing conglomerate. Nobody's making movies about addicts, right?
Oh man,
you don't have that budget. You don't have that budget.
Why you gotta bust my bubble?
Look, this is the whole thing. You don't have that budget that puts you on billboards in New York City. Okay,
New York City,
Square, right? You see what I'm saying? It's like
after I go out and pull an all-nighter tonight, there'll be billboards up.
You see DC on billboards in Times Square, don't you? You see Marvel on billboards in Times Square. They had the money. They had the budget to put that shit in everybody's face. If you guys had that kind of money, you'd be those guys. Marketing is like, I said something about it last week. That No Fear dude. He was putting that logo on billboards for months before he ever sold a shirt. I'm
shirts and pants.
I'm about an hour and 10 minutes from Grand Rapids, maybe. I don't know, hour away. And yeah, my boy Brad, who was with me yesterday, had another one. He went up to another con that was in Tulip City today, because Fish Lee was up there. And if I could have gone to that, I would have gone to that one too. But responsibility shows to you. So, what, Jim? Are you working on anything right now, or are you just like?
I'm just doodling a zombie Magneto.
Is that for anybody?
Just practice for a sketch card I got to do later. I've got a bunch of personal sketch cards for somebody. I think 10 to do, and 5 of them are Marvel zombie characters. So I'm just playing around.
Look, I want to show off my. So the book that's currently still on Fund My Comic, you can still go back it. This is the one. This is the proof I got. So it's not perfect, and the finals should be getting printed this week. There was a little holdup, but this is the quality of a crowdfunded book. Nice, sturdy, glossy.
Awesome.
Perfect bound.
Who are you using to
print? I'm using Comics Wellspring to print them.
Okay.
But
how much did you ask for on your Kickstarter, and how much did you get?
Oh God, I don't remember. This campaign funded. I was asking for 1,000. I think was the goal. It was on Kickstarter first. I think it did. I think I did 13.
Oh wow!
I'm just shooting out numbers right now. I think it was 13 now. And then I got an extra. I didn't really gain any traction off on my comic to this point. I got like $51 on it, but I always go there as a second chance. Okay. While I'm putting everything together, I go there to see if I can get any interest there. So I'm always going to use them for my second chances. But this next campaign, I'm launching simultaneously on Kickstarter and Indiegogo.
Nice.
It'll be my first time on Indiegogo, so let's see if there's anything, any traffic for me over there. But Kickstarter's funded the first 2 campaigns, and I'm going to be putting my 3rd one on it. Hopefully before the end of this month. What I want to do is have all the books back and have everything in the mail for the previous campaign before I launch a new campaign.
So understood.
if they can get me the books in a week or two, I'm going to have those out in a day or two. I'm going to just do an all-nighter, do whatever I have to do, and get those out in like a day or two to everybody.
Very cool. You are the hero Gotham needs.
But yeah, and the thing is with crowdfunding, man, like, so this first story, the main story, is 35 pages.
Yeah, I was looking. It looks great.
Then I have a 6-page backup story with a different character. It's more of like a Wild West type thing. And all the art, all the and a dedication page here for Jason Pearson.
Cool.
But yeah, so and I got I have some nice heavy hitter covers. I have Bart Sears did cover for this one.
Nice.
This was from the first campaign. This is an anthology book, so there's 6 stories in this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Prints in a bio, and there's 104 pages in that. And then I have Andy Smith did another cover for me on this. Was also in the first campaign, and this is
awesome.
This is a flip book. Halfway through, you flip it over. And there's another cover. That's my cover.
Nice.
And you got another story on the backside. So, and I'm currently working on. So the next campaign is going to be Unbound Fury 2. That's almost done. The art is. I got 3 pages left to finish of the pencils. I have pages 16 through 25 being colored currently. Well, the first 15 are done.
Thank you.
And then once I get all the colors back, the lettering, and then that one's ready to go too. So
nice. You're a machine.
And I did all the breakdowns for the third one already. So now I just got to start transferring those to full size.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Somewhere.
I got caught behind the 8 ball with the first one. It was a lot more work than I expected, and I was pretty late with it. So I wasn't someone that could ever chime in on the people being late thing. But I don't want to be like that. So I'm trying to get enough of a jump on stuff moving forward that's not the situation.
Nice.
Better late than never.
Ooh, what was that?
Better late than never.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, yes, that's true as well.
Apologize to my friends over on Pilled. I was not paying attention to the chat over there. Hi, everybody. We got some people watching across the board here, guys. It's good. It's good. I like it.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, we got Hazel Eyes is over there. Ben Band. I understand that one. He's over there. And TikToks. TikToks, like words. TikToks.
Oh, you got the talks?
TikToks is up there. And of course, our boy, your boy, everybody's boy on Peel, the Ghost, the Pepper. He's over there in the chat watching too.
The Ghost Pepper.
And yes, Kitty has arrived. She's arrived.
Hello.
I'm Kitty. You don't need. I guess we have it covered today. You can come hang out, but we don't need to send you admin. But the next time we do send you admin, I need you to make sure you reconnect your email to our StreamYard studio because it is now gone. But I am going to add your email to our showrunner list so that I have it in the future.
Hey, Christy. Hey, Terry. Hey, Geek Man.
The only reason I don't have her email on this list already is because she runs her show out of the Madness EV Muck studio that Kaz runs 3 Beer Men and Creative Chaos on. So we are ready to move to EV Mucks if StreamYard plays more dumb games, like doubling the price and screwing everybody.
Yeah.
We already have another place to go. You see what I'm saying? Remember I said about don't think about what's behind you, think about what's ahead of you? This is something a classic chess player is always thinking, what's next? What am I going to do if that don't work? What's up with that? You know what I mean? Always thinking forward, moves ahead. If you don't have that mentality, it's hard to get ahead.
You always got to be thinking, what the dog doing?
You always got to be thinking, what's next? What am I going to do next? Especially in case this don't work, right? What are you going to do next if that don't work? Always thinking that way. You got some Jim O'Reilly art. Look at that.
Is that a Jim?
Look at that.
I'm looking at.
Can't tell, can you? You can't tell, but I can.
I know.
Is that Magneto?
Yes.
That is. It will be. It'll be
The bucket head.
Only he's going to be a bit zombified.
Skullnedo.
That's freaking slick, dude. I wish I could draw half as good as that.
It's roughs, man. Thank you.
See, this is why.
This is my chicken scratch.
You're killing me, Jim. You're killing me.
Jim is the most humble artist you'll ever meet.
I suck. I suck.
He's also one of the best in the indies.
No way.
I know.
No way.
You know, we got a few friends that are very talented that hang out in the network or do shows on the network, and they know who I'm talking about. Les Garner. There's another one. Man, the dude's freaking badass. There's no other explanation for it, right?
Yeah. Well, last week, like Q could draw like really good. The gent who was just on here, like Ziffo or whatever his name is. Ziffo. Yeah. He was pretty good.
I'm still here. No. I'm still here.
Oh my gosh. That's what I get for being nice to people.
Q, we've watched Q get better and better and better with each one of these covers that he does. But one of the things that really stands out is the logos on all of them are badass.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're hand drawn, they're not stenciled, they're not cookie cutter or any of that, right? It's like, look, Q's a beast. We love Q.
He's also a hand model.
Although Q, that looks like it's the She-Hug.
Hugulk.
Huguk.
She-Hulk. The Colt.
If you take that bar across the top of the L and you just shorten the right side of it a little bit, it would look more like an L. Right now it looks kind of like a G.
Yeah. We'll deal with that.
Yeah. Shorten that
We'll
top
deal with
part
that.
just a little bit. It looks
She-Hug.
Oh, yeah. Let me look for that. Pasta pants. Ah, there it is. There you go. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
See that? Just like that.
All right,
that
Jim.
part was okay. That part was okay. It was the cross back that made it look like a G.
Yeah. Cool.
When that dry, come up a little bit on the bottom.
Yeah, I would have let it come up a little bit. Well, I mean, all the rest of them are flat, so.
It was, although huguk is the noise they make when they're being choked in comics, right?
Spit on that thing.
The hot two of comics.
Hey, Q.
Hey.
Q.
Really say that, Q?
Yo.
You stopped. I wanted to tell you to stop giving me the middle finger there. You were.
More fans, Q.
I didn't give him a middle finger. Let's just give him the index.
No, and your pen. You were holding your pen, and your middle finger was sticking out like you were giving people.
My bad.
Watch the replay. You'll get it.
I was like this, right?
You'll get a laugh.
It was good. It was good.
It was good.
It's a Freudian slip.
No, it wasn't. He meant
Sure it was.
According to Sigmund Freud, there are no accidents. Hey, but that was an accident.
Own that shit, Q. Own that shit.
Holy shit.
Say, I did it, and I'll do it again. With both.
freaking.
Wait, what's he
buddy.
doing? He's hot toing?
Yes.
I hope
You
don't
notice how
start a
you don't
Bitcoin.
hear anything about her anymore?
Ever since she started that Bitcoin, that
Yeah, she in jail yet or what? They put her in
should
jail.
be, but
Come on, I feel bad for the girl.
Look,
She wasn't ready for all that nonsense.
she probably left the country.
And I think that Bitcoin thing was someone let her to do it, told her everything was going to be all right, and then said, go to jail.
Sure.
I don't think
Yeah,
she was
sure.
smart enough to pull that off on her own.
what is that saying? Like ignorance is like no excuse for the something or other. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm playing ignorance to not knowing it.
It's probably the best policy. Oh
Brilliant.
yeah, I don't
Brilliant.
know. Yeah.
She didn't need no Bitcoin. She would have been famous just with the Hawk 2.
Yeah. She could have just marketed that shit.
I mean, she would have been big in movies.
I'm not going to talk about what kind of movie.
Certain
Or she would have
kind
been
of
in movies that had
No,
big things or
that's
something.
just it. She only had to do one movie because it's a pretty shallow topic. You're not going to go a whole lot farther with this. She'd only had to make one movie. But
No
she
sequels, no midquels, no spin-off, just one little movie.
Yeah, you're never going to see me again. This is your one shot. Get it now because it's going to be gone. And you know what? Yeah, I see you back there, buddy. I see you.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
We were talking about his girlfriend when he came on.
This is getting into a weird area.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
What's cooking?
What's up,
happening,
Doc?
stuff?
Doc was like, I hear this Hawk 2 girl's on. What's going on?
Oh,
We're
Lord.
making movies?
What? What happened?
What are y'all doing?
We were talking about, she'd only have to make one movie. The topic is shallow. If she marketed it that way, like nobody's ever going to see me again doing anything like this, it would have sold billions, right? She did it wrong. She did everything wrong. Everything. Marketing is marketing is so important, you guys.
No, listen, she could have made Hawk 2. She could have made Hawk 1, Hawk 2.
Hawk 2.
On that thing. Hawk 2,
Hawk
the
2.
second coming. There's like a whole list of movies she could have
But
made.
see, it would all be the same. Look, if you really want to be big in that, you make one movie. And look, Pamela Anderson. Look how many people bought that Tommy Lee and Pamela thing, man. She didn't go out and do a whole bunch more shit like that.
Coming this summer, Hawk 2 spit on that thing.
Then they could have spin-offs like,
People still
Spit
try
Don't
to get
Swallow
that video, bro. People still pay money for that video.
This is getting into a weird area.
That's extremely disturbing.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
So what's up, Zaff, Jim, Q?
on?
I don't know who Mad Overlord is, but what's up?
I'm just some
At
schlub.
least we're not talking about comic drama, right?
Right. Well, what's going on, Pops? Hello, Christy and Dustin and Carrie.
Oh, yes.
I don't know who Acres of Movies is, but hi, how are you?
Bobby.
Her name is Stacy. Doc Acres of Movies' name is Stacy. She's been a
What's up,
viewer
Stace?
for a couple months now on the network.
Good to see you.
Let me get this stuff fixed.
Christy and Carrie, how you doing?
Y'all remember this was a blank piece of paper when the show started an hour
Yes, sir.
and 15 minutes ago.
That's turned out really good.
Thank you.
It was a blank.
I don't know about really good. That might be pushing it.
Shut up.
Wow.
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 I think don't let this one down.
Doc, if I
I
wanted
think
shit
that-
from you, I'd squeeze your head.
Wow.
When I want your opinion, I'll give you one.
That's right. That's right.
It would be a stream if I didn't yank Christian's chain at least once.
Yeah, well, listen, you make it hard, you make it soft.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Are you talking about the Hawk 2 girl again?
Yeah, that's it.
There's a good question for you guys.
What is it?
What villain?
Ooh,
What villain was most realistically portrayed in movies from the comics?
It wasn't a big enough role, but I think it was the most accurate. The Red Skull.
That's actually a pretty good guess.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that take. I'll second that.
I kind of like what they did with Mysterio.
Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor is always good too.
Yeah.
I did like what they did with Mysterio in the movie. Because that guy was based on, special effects and shit, right? His whole shtick.
It was good what they did with him, but I don't think it was accurate to the comic.
Right. They lean too much into him being a disgruntled Stark employee.
Well, yeah, they do all that. As soon as they go into their backstory or it always seems to be stupid.
Yeah, that's what makes the Red Skull such a true adaptation.
Yeah, he was pretty much. I mean, granted, there's not much you could do differently. He's the Nazi thing and all that stuff, but
that scene where he's having that picture painted of him in the first Avenger, that was a great scene.
Yeah,
it was. In my opinion, that's a grossly underrated movie. That may be my favorite of the original MCU.
Let me ask you a question though. They never told the story about how he became the guardian of that gemstone, did they?
Nope. Stephen B. What's up, buddy?
What up, Stephen?
Yeah, Stephen B.
Man, there's a whole bunch of shit happening on this page. What the hell, bro?
Nice work.
Yeah.
Yeah, some stuff I need to fix up in editing.
It looks like he's been taking Jim's detail classes.
Lies, all lies.
Yeah. Some stuff I need to fix up. This is not ready to be scanned yet.
I guess I better get back to work on this piece I'm working on.
What are you doing, Doc?
What you working on, Doc?
I've got a cover commission I'm doing for a upcoming book. I say commission, but I'm not charging anything because I remembered the great Jim O'Reilly was kind enough to do me a free cover on my first book in the community, so I'm paying that back.
You're welcome.
I'm paying it for
Awesome.
Ain't that special?
Jim did me a nice cover.
Shut up, Zaff. God, I should. One of these days I'm just going to come here and draw your characters.
No, that cover's going to be on Addicts 45.
Shut up. No one likes you.
Oh, tell me something I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
That's funny.
Doc, did you see the Eddie Deason spot?
Say it again, please.
Did you see the Eddie Deason spot that we got?
No, I have not yet seen it.
Okay, so I asked this dude, I'm like, will you do a spot for our network? And he's like, what network? I was like, oh, we're on YouTube, we're on Rumble, we're on everything. I tell him a little bit about it, right? And he goes, well, I'll do your spot, but I'm not going to say what, I'm not going to read script. You know, he's like, you're not going to tell me what to say, basically. He's like, and I was like, go ahead, ad lib, man. You're Eddie. Who tells you? Nobody's going to tell you what to say. You know?
Nerds.
So check this out, dude. This is hilarious, Doc. Now remember, he knows we're a YouTube channel, right? Check this out.
Hi, this is Eddie Deason. Listen to the Madness Group, the greatest podcast on radio. I love the podcast. The Madness Group is my favorite show. I listen to it all the time. This is Eddie Deason saying hi on behalf of the Madness Group.
That's awesome.
That's just sad.
It was hilarious.
That's so sad.
It was hilarious. I mean, he was clowning, and I was loving it. He's supposed to be funny. It was funny.
He's like, check the madness out on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was like
Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not even going to ask him to redo it because it was funny.
No, that was good.
Know? I mean, yeah, we're the Madness group.
Welcome to the Madness
Yes,
group.
it was hilarious. She gets it. It was funny. It was funny. What do you mean you're trying to get into the madness? What do you mean? It's really easy to get into the madness. You just go, hey, yo.
Hey,
yo.
Oh, Adrian.
Hey, yo. It's really easy. It was hilarious, huh? See, Christy gets it. It was funny, man. It's like, it wouldn't have been near as good if I'd have said, hey, will you just say, hi, I'm Eddie Deason, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network. I mean, that would have been cool, but it wouldn't have been funny. And he's supposed to be funny. It was great. I loved it. Oh, yeah. It was really fun. And of course, you know me. I tripped around. I had a good time talking to everybody. Seen some old friends, met some new friends. You know, Comic-Cons are fun, man. That's what. Look, everything you guys are doing. Those people that go to those cons, that's what you're doing. Is why they go there. The art you're doing right now, the writing you're doing right now.
I don't know. They asked me not to come back.
Which one was that, Doc?
All of them. Every damn one I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Look, apparently they have some kind of problem with the free speech of running through the place naked.
Well, it's probably more it's probably more than pooping on that one table.
It's a toss up.
I did not poop on that table.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Could be the chicken.
Oh, it's all lagging around here, you know. We me and Brad are tripping around, and I ran into Greedo, and of course, I had to stop Greedo, let him shoot me. Greedo shot first. He just missed. This one lady had this costume with a dragon. And at first I thought it was like a mechanical type dragon and stuff, but then I realized that she had her arm up in this puppet above her head all freaking day. And
damn.
Yeah, I've seen a event.
Click the video. Check this out, you guys. This is freaking awesome. It's madness.
That arm is jacked under that dragon.
Yep.
Dude,
She's got biceps like Schwarzenegger.
I'm like, it was so badass, dude.
You don't want no hot two from there.
And she was
She'll break that off and kick it around on the ground.
Speak for yourself.
Hot two, break that thing off.
And then there's this lady, Jean Davis. She's an author, and she brings her chicken with her to the con.
A chicken?
Hey everybody, I'm down here at Kalamazoo, and I'm with my friend Jean Davis, and she's here with her friend
Leia the chicken.
Leia the chicken. We are back again. This is like part 4 with the chicken, yo. But yes, great stuff. Tell everybody a little bit about it.
I write science fiction, fantasy, horror, and children's books about chickens. Leia here has her own book about her adventures in the Michigan Upper Peninsula. Travels with me all over. All kinds of fun things. I even have science fiction for kids with chickens in it. Why not? Right?
Fiction for kids, yo. You guys know how I feel about that. Gotta have the kids reading, and we ain't got another generation of people that create stuff, okay? We gotta...
Yep. All that.
She seems very nice, but I think her home life's a little strange.
Dude, I remember the first time she brought the chicken. Like I said, that's like the 4th time I've seen her with chicken at the con, right?
I'm not going to her house for dinner. I'm saying that right now.
Especially if you're a
You
chicken.
probably ain't gonna get fed.
Right.
He introduces you to all of them, and then you got to guess which one you're eating later.
Right.
You probably wouldn't be eating.
Kind of tastes like Larry.
Where's Larry?
Not
Where's
Larry.
Larry?
No.
Larry the chicken.
Larry was my friend.
Not Larry. Not Larry. No.
All right, I think we're done.
Oh, okay. Now what? What are you doing, Jim?
Huh? What?
Oh, now you're doing the actual piece, huh?
Yeah. No,
You're
picking
done
out the
playing around. Now,
picking the lines out. Picking the lines out. Trying to avoid putting detail, but too late.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
You've done doodling. You're not playing around anymore.
Magic doodle.
Jim, your stuff's amazing, man. One day I think I got to ask you for a cover.
Someday.
One day.
There could come a time.
Someday.
I'd ask you.
I wouldn't. Gotta hit the right time. Poor Zaff.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna do something.
You know what happens when you ask him. You know.
He's like, I'm gonna do something. Wait till you stream again. I'm gonna strike that thing.
Strike it.
Spit on that thing.
Strike
it. Ew.
Strike that thing.
See, the deal is when you ask him, you get one. That's
ask about what?
Is that how it works?
Not always.
Just like that.
Zaff, I know
you
you
not
are.
because you asked not.
I'm just busting chops.
No, I know you are.
I mean, the answer is always no until you ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog
Jim
just
did this
ignores
one
me.
for us a long time ago for the Cromniverse book. Good stuff. See, all you gotta do is ask.
I'm sure Zaff.
We're all sitting there going, yeah, man, all you gotta do is ask. And Christian's gonna ask, Jim's gonna go, no, I can't.
Shut up.
Ask about what? Black.
Well, listen, the last time I asked Doc for something and he straight up said no to me, it was the best thing that happened. It forced me to go learn how to make videos.
Wait, what? I made your video, damn you.
No, I asked you. Remember, I asked you for if you could do another one, and you yeah.
Yeah, I said. I think what I said was "fuck off," right?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Even the chicken said that.
That's messed up.
Ooh, what the hell? Who unzipped?
Was that fart?
Somebody unzipped.
You farted?
Oh, Steven.
Steven farted?
No.
Oh.
Steven, turn that upright. There you go. Nice.
He started this one last night on his Drawstream. Y'all weren't watching.
Very, Steven, I gotta say, you were probably have improved tremendously since last time I've seen your work. Very noticeably improved.
That's what I keep telling him. Boy, you're getting better. You keep getting better.
I like the motion in it.
Yeah. Yep.
I just like that his improvement isn't damaging the style that he created for himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I love his style, and I know it's this style. As long as he doesn't cheat on the style, it's just going to keep getting better. You know.
Well, you know, I am now officially Steven's editor, so now we know it's all gonna rock.
So it's all downhill from there. Oh no.
Yeah, it's over. It's all over with at this point.
Oh no.
All the progress right out the window.
Let me ask you, you're good in sales? God, a bunch of ball busters in here.
What? I'm sorry. Did you make a joke, Jim?
No, I did not.
Shut up.
Shut up.
We're all taking Jim.
Do me a favor.
Raul and T. Hello, Raul. Your microphone is muted.
Raul and T? So is there two people here? Hi. Hola.
I think he's still having the mic issues like he was having last time when he tried to come in.
Well, it says mute.
Yeah, I know, but he probably just like put it that way on purpose. But yeah.
Is he saying hi or is he high?
Yes.
I'm the one.
Hi,
I'm
Raul.
the one that's high. That would be me. Be me.
Yo, Pops.
Stop drawing, Doc. I saw you shaking your hand. Go back to editing.
Ooh, ouch.
Dr. Kitty.
God damn.
Dr. Kitty is jumping in here and putting you in your place, Doc.
She's not wrong, man.
I know she's not. She's the healer in our RPG group. She's very smart. Very, very, very smart when it comes to that stuff.
You gotta get one of those the wrist brace things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've got one here somewhere. God. All right, look, I have to do this cover, but I have to take a break too, because. So if you want to share this one last time before I pack it away.
Hold on. I just got a very strange message.
Uh-oh.
Strange message. Let's see. Hold on, Doc. I'll get you there. Pull him down. You go.
No worries.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good.
It'll get. Well, I hope it gets there. But
Who's doing that, Doc?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like
he
that design.
It's R.J. William has a book he's working on, and he wanted kind of a movie poster cover. So it's going to be a composite of his characters, kind of building a figure pyramid.
Yeah.
Leave room for the trade dress. Blah blah blah.
I like the design. You know what it reminds me of? You ever see the Pitch Black movies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The last one, the army that they had, it reminds me of that.
Cool.
Starring Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I'll get back to work on it.
Do you think I should redo these?
Say it again, Stephen.
Do you think I should redo these pages?
Did anybody understand what Stephen
Do
said?
you
He
think
asked
you should
something.
redo pages? What?
I think he asked if we think he should redo pages.
Which pages?
These two.
No.
Oh.
They're not
No.
quite finished, but
Oh, wait, can we embiggenate that?
If you're happy with them, be happy with them.
How do we embiggenate that?
Is this from the new Crypts and Legends?
Yeah.
All right. Lord of mercy.
It looks a little confusing now. If you flush it out, probably it'd be good.
Yeah.
What is that? Is it supposed to be like broken glass or something? The panels?
I wanted the panels to be more impactful. So I was trying to make them kind of just broken and rigid.
Right on.
One thing I would say, just a suggestion, is when you're doing panels that aren't standard shapes and you want the story to flow, slightly overlap the one coming before to the next one, so it kind of leads you through them.
Mm-hmm.
And make it like a noticeable direction.
And
like
don't
right
forget,
now on this
also if this is fractured glass like a mirror,
right?
You need a fuck ton of Dutch angles.
Yeah. The fresh glass thing is never what I was really looking for. I was looking for more of a
like mine. Let me just show something real quick. It's not the exact same thing, but it's a bunch of panels that need to lead you. So hold on one second.
Stacy, I would absolutely say Buster Keaton would make a great Joker.
So see how it's not typical. So I have the panels that they kind of lead you. This bird's eye view room is an actual panel border, and it brings you back down. So that's kind of what you need to do when they're not typical panels. You got to kind of lead the eye.
The word you're looking for there, Zaff, is atypical. Atypical. Say it with me, boys and girls. Atypical.
Atypical.
No one likes.
I know. I'm so damn sorry.
Atypical.
That's like kind of like this.
Let's just for shits and giggles. Look at this guy.
Hi.
Now that we just lost half the viewers.
Hi. Hello, you happy people.
So don't really. Well, I have the original lines, but I have them overlap more. So you're saying?
Hold on a second. What happened?
So you're saying to do these original lines, but have kind of overlap.
Yeah, just have when you want to make a bigger transition between an action panel to a at rest panel, make the action panel on top of the one below it, not just divided. So draw a little 3D effect to the border, maybe, since it's broken glass. And also, if it's broken glass, get a straight edge and really sharpen the panel lines.
All right.
Yeah. Get yourself a photo reference of broken glass laying there, so you can see how the edges actually form.
But you got it. I mean, your basic idea is fine. Just keep working it.
The layout's good.
Yeah.
And the panels, the action in the panels looks good. Like I like this. Like it looks like it's either they're flying at you or you're looking down at a panel. Middle of the page on the right there. Right where your hand's over it right now.
What?
No, right where your fist is. Yeah, no, down one more. There, you're right there. I like that.
Yeah. All right.
It's good stuff. Just keep working. You keep doing you.
Right.
Why am I echoing?
I don't know. Why are you echoing?
Testing.
That's good.
That was weird. Stacy wants to know if Buster Keaton came back to life and was fit and 30 years old and wanted to play a comic book character in a movie, what would you cast him as?
Stanley.
The Elastic Man. What's his name? Plastic Man?
Yeah, that would be
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I was only thinking villains because of your last question, Stacy. There's any number of things he could do.
The Joker.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Christian, go ahead and embiggenate Raul there. Let's get a look at what he's got going.
Oh, Raul.
Raul. Pops took a hot rip and passed out.
That's all right.
That's looking good, Raul.
I like that.
No, I got a message from DM Ray saying that he's supposed to be the guest on Three Beer Men tonight, and I looked at the Three Beer Men show description, and it doesn't mention a guest at all. And I'm wondering if somebody got wires crossed or something. So I'm trying to get cause and get the.
You're doing what you do, sorting it out.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Raul.
We are down to that last like 20 minutes or so. So you know how we do it. It's like I got another show on Sundays at 3:30. So.
Oh, yep, it is about that time.
Dave got to show off our stuff. It's become a habit.
you guys while we're talking about programming. This Wednesday on Doc's Coffee Shop, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our special guest will be the one and only Carissa Grant from Worthy Chaos.
Really?
Hey.
Our good friend Carissa finally got a Wednesday off, and she asked if she could come on. I said, absolutely. The door is always open for Carissa.
That's cool, because me and Christy have a show after that on Wednesday at about 4 o'clock. About 4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock Eastern. And we also have a very special Madness Special Edition where we will be talking to Mark Ditko and Mort Todd. Mark is the nephew of Steve, and Mort Todd, of course, is the former editor of Cracked Magazine.
Hell yeah.
Christy and I are going to have a blast doing that show.
Pop Stacy wants to know what other programs are on today on the channel.
Today, let's see, what is today? No, we have the show-offs with me and Dave, and I think I was showing. I think we were both showing off Star Trek comics.
Mm-hmm.
Is what we were showing off, and Dave had to take a week off last week. Or no, I mean I took a week off last week or something. One of us wasn't here last week, so
something happened.
Yeah, it's been a couple. It's been a couple weeks, but I think we were doing Star Trek. And then, of course, later in the day we have Three Bear Men with our boys, Bruce Wayne, Norm, Kaz, and the Hawk. And that show is always entertaining, and it goes all over the place. You never know where you're going to end up when you're watching the Three Bear Men.
Is that a live one?
Yes. And then at 8 o'clock, Roland Sunday Crew, the Silverline Sunday Crew comes out. That's Roland and his people. And
you mean his
people show. And then later this evening, because I couldn't play it last night because I had to play a different replay last night, tonight I will replay the John's Long Box conversation with Dan Praga at 10 p.m. So there you go. That's tonight's program. Yeah.
So if you don't know, now you know.
I don't know what the Madness Matinee is going to be tomorrow on Pilled yet. I haven't decided. But I do know that the Monday Madness show is something that every indie comic creator and comic store owner should pay attention to. I don't care who you are, small publisher, if you are part of this industry, the guy I'm interviewing tomorrow is somebody you just might want to hook up with. That's it. We'll talk about that then. Yeah, because I got stuff, man. I got stuff. We do stuff. If you're down with stuff, you hang out here.
Stuff.
What do you think, Doc? You believe that?
Always.
Stuff,
every word
man.
of it.
Just come around, hang out for the stuff. As always, just looking badass. Don't forget Tuesday afternoon. We do one of these that's exclusively on Pilled and for Madness YouTube members only. So if you want to see the YouTube or if you want to see the Drawstream on Tuesdays, you either have to go to Pilled and watch, or you have to sign up and be a member on the Madness YouTube channel. Those are the only options. And those shows can be a little more free. We get to do a little bit more fun on those shows because we don't worry about the Google overlord. Just don't care. No, don't care. So if you ain't down with Tuesdays, you should be down with Tuesdays. That's all. Join me and Ghost Pepper tomorrow night for sure, though. That show is going to be. Look, it could be a make or break thing for a lot of people. It could help a lot of comic book stores. It could help a lot of small publishers. You know, just one of them things like with Fund My Comic. People have to jump in and have faith in the vision. Right? Just exactly like that. We all did that 2 years ago. We got behind what Luke was doing. And look, it's fucking working now. People are selling books over there. Just takes people pitching in and having faith in the vision. This is our vision. Check it out. That guy looks like me. You're not allowed to do that. Tell him, Doc, you're not allowed to do that.
It's a trademarked face, boys and girls.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. All right, we're going to do this where we tell everybody who you are and where you came from. Raul, do you have a little post-it note where you can tell people where they can find you? Make one while I'm talking to Stephen B. Tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
You can find me here on the Madness Comic Network, and you can also find me on right here on YouTube at Bullcat Studios, and on various other platforms such as X and Instagram.
There you go. Mr. Overlord.
Hey, I'm nowhere. I have a website that I haven't updated in a while. I'm on X. As I'm not a cool artist, I'm a writer. So basically, I just try to avoid the human race altogether.
Honesty, that's what I like.
Yeah. I gotta watch it. I lived overseas for a decade, so I worry that people aren't politically correct overseas as they are in the States. So I gotta watch my mouth.
Yeah, not on my show, you don't.
Oh yeah, we're so politically correct.
Yeah. Why? You see so much crazy stuff online these days. So I'm like, oh my gosh, can I say this? Can I say that? Can I?
Although you can't share memes in Germany or the UK.
I was in China and Ukraine and stuff like that. So
join us on Tuesday, and I guarantee you can say whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I'm still new here, so I have to ease into it. I'll just watch what everybody else does. And
there you go.
Tuesday.
Come on, there you go.
Tuesday, we only broadcast to a free speech platform. And we take full advantage of it. If you get what I'm saying, we speak our minds over there uphill. That's what
you guys are my mentors on what I can and can't say.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Come join us Tuesday.
Yeah, tune in Wednesday to my coffee shop, and you'll see exactly how far you can push it.
Jimmy.
What?
Jimmy.
What? Huh? What?
Jimmy.
You know the thing. Do the thing.
Oh, you can find me on OnlyFans and Pornhub. Oh wait, it's the wrong platform. You can find me at JimO'ReillyArt.com. Yeah, and on the internet. Yeah, I'll show some cards off when the release dates happen. I'll show some artwork then.
Looking forward to it.
I want to see that.
You have to update your Pornhub, Jim.
Yeah.
Sorry, 70s are cool though.
Yeah.
70s.
Show off that zombie Magneto when you're done with it.
Oh well, it's sharing. Pops has to share it.
Okay. Come on,
All right,
Pops.
Blaylock. Where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me at dadbod.com. Captain Krusty Toes. You can find me on YouTube, Doc Blaylock. I'm the only Doc Blaylock on YouTube, so I'm easy to find.
No one else wants to be.
Shut up. And also on X at Doc Blaylock 8404. Damn Dirty Thing currently funding over on Fund My Comic.
All right. Well, now Raul took off before we could find out where you can find him, but I think Raul is on X. Raul and T. So, yeah, there they are. And when he gets his mic figured out, he'll be hanging out more.
Everybody hunt down Raul.
Yeah.
Mr. Jim, is this what they were talking about?
Yeah.
That turned out really cool.
Thanks, man. Thanks. This is the original, though. Never beat the original.
Raul, drop your link over there in the chat, man, while you're there. While you're there, drop your link in the chat. Let me give you that amazing thing that says you can be a mod. And then you can drop your link over there.
Don't drop your link in the gravy.
No, not in the gravy.
Not in the gravy.
All right, you're a mod now. You can drop your link over there in the chat, man.
If I knew it was going to be that kind of party, I'd have just dropped my link in the mashed potatoes.
You usually do.
Uh-oh.
That's home style.
I want to thank Zaff for coming out here as an admin and having my back in case the weather takes me out. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
Oh, you can find me not there at Raul D. Right there, foresight11.com. That's my website. You can go there. A link to all my socials are there, and sign up there as well. It's free, and you get the links to any active campaigns are in there, and you can get some cool free stuff. Like I just got a bunch of prints in today that if you had signed up and backed the campaign, you'd be getting one for free. They're very limited, and I kind of do that with every campaign. So sign up. And you can also find me here most of the time. And
here. Where?
Here? If you like my stuff, I'm dropping the link in the chat for the Fund My Comic is still up and running for the last campaign. So you can go check that out and back it.
Cool.
Yeah. And y'all know me. I'm Pops Van Zant, and all I do is try to get people seen. So if you ever see us live, no matter what we're doing, please just hit that share button. Get this thing out. Get our shows out. Get these guys seen. They need to be seen more. Everybody out here in the indie comic sphere needs to be seen more.
Yeah, I think Raul is showing something on his.
Out. Help your colleagues out. It's co-opetition, people. It ain't competition. All right? Work together. Make this into what you want it to be.
I think Raul is showing something on his screen for his location. Where to be found.
Art Nights on X.
Where it is. There it is right there.
Go on over there.
On his screen.
Right there.
And big and native.
You know what's up, bro.
Alrighty. You could always find us here in the Madness Comic Network on all the platforms. You can take that, including this one at pill.net. Peace. So long, everybody.
Later, guys.
All of them.
Oh.
Bye, everybody.
Later.
What am I going to play?
Peace out.
Peace out.
What am I going to play?
Bye.
I'll play this one.
tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe.